Well, the trial against Hunter Biden begins tomorrow in Delaware, marking another big case during a busy campaign season.
So let's go off the wall to understand how we got here, what we should expect, and the other legal troubles that Hunter Biden is facing. We'll start with the trial this week, Pete, which is about a gun charge. If we'll remember, going back to the beginning in October of 2018, Hunter purchases a .38 Colt Cobra.
Yeah, this is not about overseas business dealings. This is about a gun. He purchased it. Now, 11 days later, remember Haley Biden? This is Beau Biden's widow, who then linked up with Hunter, did a lot of drugs, and did a lot of other things. Well, 11 days after that gun was purchased, she took it and tossed it in a trash can behind a grocery store. If you'll remember, Secret Service came in behind and grabbed the gun as well. So there's more details of this, of why were they involved in potentially trying to make this gun charge go away.
Well, you bring up drugs, and that's the key thing here when we're talking about this charge when it comes to a gun. Because in his biography, a memoir, in April of 2021, Hunter says, I was smoking crack every 15 minutes.
And he said that about 2018. Remember, October 2018. And he also says in the book, I got sober in 2019. So the acknowledgments in his own words, he read his audiobook, are that, hey, I was not sober when I was not off drugs when I was purchasing that gun, which is illegal.
Right. The charge then is he lied on a form, a federal form to buy the gun, because you can't if you're a drug addict. He's a self-admitted, if you're smoking crack every 15 minutes, drug addict. Hunter then, in June of 2023, pleads guilty to the misdemeanor charge that we're discussing. This is in order to avoid prosecution. That, at the time, you'll remember we talked about here, whoa, that's a heck of a deal out of the blue at the last minute.
It was a massive sweetheart deal. And then it went into the courtroom, and as you rarely see in an unscripted moment during deliberations, the judge said, no, this is not a fair deal. It was actually, if you recall, I don't have the judge's U.S. District Judge Mary Ellen Noriega, nominated by Trump, found the deal unusual and said, no, we're not taking this.
So the charges come back. Weiss charges Hunter Biden on a three-count indictment when it comes to gun charges. That is what is set to meet the courtroom this week.
Exactly. Speedy justice? Maybe not. September 2023 is when the charges happen. We're going to trial here in June of 2024.
So what to expect this week? Well, like all trials, we're going to start with jury selection starting on Monday.
Apparently, I don't know if I buy this, but apparently the reports are that Hunter Biden's financial struggles, he's getting a lot of support from the outside, may limit his ability to mount a robust defense, to call in outside witnesses or experts or specialists to defend him. Other people have been funding him for a long time. I wouldn't be surprised if, given Joe's network, if those other people arrived on the scene at that time. But there's reason he has these financial struggles.
Well, he's got a lot of cases.
Correct.
You have to pay expert witnesses to come in, as we've talked about earlier this morning. There's going to be a debate about what the definition of an addict is. That's going to take expert witnesses. He's facing, by the way, up to 25 years.
And the prosecution's going to have not that much of a difficulty bringing in witnesses, because his ex-wife, Kathleen Buell, will testify about Hunter's drug use and finances, and they're in an ongoing custody battle as well.
Well, I mentioned there's more. So if he has financial troubles, it's in part because he's got so many other cases going on as well. He's got a federal tax evasion charge saying he failed to pay at least $1.4 million in taxes.
This apparently is supposed to come to trial in September. And then you have an ongoing divorce and alimony dispute with his ex-wife. I just mentioned ex-wife Kathleen Buell. There was an amount he had not paid, which they thought had resolved. Now she's accusing Hunter of being almost $3 million behind on alimony payments. Again, we don't know if that's the exact number or not, but you add that all up, and that's a lot of legal woes and troubles.
The estimates are he has something like $10 million in legal bills.
Now, looming over all of this is, would Joe Biden issue a pardon, which you wonder whether that's been discussed at this point when these trials are done.
All right, well, it all starts this week.
That's right.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.